And mark my words, the fact that Bitcoin has the ability to be controlled, it could be the Achilles heel of the current cryptocurrency situation. A lot can happen in a short amount of time in this space, and I think that it's definitely something to keep into consideration. And of course, the different issues as far as mining algorithms and these different things that are issues at hand. Now, this gives me a good opportunity to talk about one of the great things about DigiByte. They put in DigiShield lately, but not only that, but I think that it's right from the start of DigiByte. They've certainly shown an example of learning from the mistakes or oversights that potentially could have been, as illustrated as earlier, Bitcoin, moving forward. I definitely don't think that we'll actually be seeing these things in broad daylight, coming full circle right in front of our eyes like we've been, in the past couple of weeks. But it is definitely interesting to see, from time to time we do get a rare glimpse of, what's happening behind the scenes. And I think that Jared Tate definitely does have a interesting vision as far as where to take DigiByte, and in the long term, it's interesting to see articles like this from the crypto globalist, talking about people, delivering their issues about other cryptocurrencies, and of course different reasons for why they'd be bullish on DigiByte. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what DigiByte's going to be bringing forward in the long run with this sort of vision working in the background. And this was an interesting tweet as well. DigiByte trading on Les Kovacs has started. Here's some info, quote unquote, DigiByte trading guide. I think that this is definitely an interesting development happening with DigiByte. We're always seeing similar news with these notable cryptos, and I think that there's a lot of interesting things up ahead for DigiByte, in particular when you think about they're currently ranking in the 39 position, and as far as the overall competition that we've been seeing as far as the technologies that are in order, I think that what we could be expecting to see in terms of the overall developments that are going to be happening over the next few months, but these months are going to look a lot more like years if the regulations aren't all put into order. But when you talk about the fact that DigiByte is performing the way that they are in positioning themselves strategically, the way that they've been working on security. Now, when we talk about the different applications and things that could be built on this, the decentralized storage of data, I think that this is also a key topic to be talking about. I think that this is almost relevant to every single cryptocurrency. But I mean, yes, Facebook stores your calls and all these different, it's always coming out, all these different hacks and all these different issues involving Facebook and the way that they store data, and that's definitely interesting to see now these different developments. Now, in particular, when we see the fact that this is a key issue that comes with the way that Facebook was built, and essentially the approach to the centralized storage of data and all these different problems. But I think that as these different problems that are associated with the decline of Twitter and the end of Facebook, which I don't like to see. I mean, on a recent video we were talking about the fact that Twitter's toying around with the idea of removing the like function, which I'd say would be a dramatic bad decision as far as Twitter, because I think that the like function is one of the most used functions on the whole platform, and this is sort of part of a string of bad decisions that are being made by a lot of these different platforms. But I think that it's a representative of a key opportunity that's coming into the works for a lot of these different cryptos for a multitude of different reasons. But I think that DigiByte definitely does have their place because there's so many different issues that are related to the current paradigm that I think DigiByte definitely does stand a chance of moving in and changing. So I mean, sort of a boring day in the in the overall space. I mean, a lot of red across the board, but this is also following sort of a string of ups and downs that we've been seeing, but overall just a sideways movement, depending on what day you're basically looking at it. Up for some people, down for others, but now overall in the long term, I'm definitely optimistic. I mean, obviously the huge bull runs and all these different things are determined upon a lot of the different variables that culminate and lend themselves to issues in regards to overall, like we were talking about, regulations and these different variables that are happening with on an international level. But it's definitely interesting. I mean, I'm a part of I would definitely say that it's interesting. I would say that we could definitely see that $1 trillion cryptocurrency valuation one day, as far as the technology is concerned. Now, all that aside, I mean, that's just one humble opinion. Remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only as well. Remember, I'm not your dad, but as far as my opinion goes on these things, I mean, we're definitely seeing the culmination of a lot of different variables. And one thing that I always think about when I look at the current price of Bitcoin, I just think of what's going to happen to John McAfee, right? When the value of Bitcoin stays $6,000 and it's 2020. I mean, do you really think that this is going to happen? I mean, do you think it's going to be 2019 and people are going to be looking at the market cap at 214 and or something like that, or do you think it'll be $1 trillion market cap? I mean, let me know in the comments down below. Definitely interested in seeing that. But I do know one thing's for sure, and that's the current paradigm is certainly history is being made every single day. This is a fun website to check up on, is the World Debt Calculator. But enough of that for now. Today we're going to be really just going into detail about the possibility of really seeing DigiByte listed on a lot of these more renowned exchanges that a lot of people like to talk about. So I want to bring up the fact that we could be seeing DigiByte listed on Coinbase. So all in all, DigiByte's definitely an interesting crypto to be paying attention to moving forward. But in the interest of sharing different opinions, I always like to give a shout out to various different YouTubers have shown good content. In this video right here, my Market Angel, definitely a good video right here. So I'll be including in this video's link down in the description, and he definitely does go into detail about Jared Tate and a lot of these different variables that we've discussed in this video. It's definitely a really exciting video to watch. So in that same interest, I think it's always good to listen to everybody's opinion, and basically, but always make sure that you're doing your own research, coming to your own conclusions based on the research that's at hand. But I think that moving forward, it's going to be the cryptocurrencies that have blockchain, real foundations and the rudiments of blockchain. It's going to be the fundamental, driving power that's going to be the key variable moving forward. It's blockchain, and the cryptocurrencies that don't have that blockchain and really leveraging that same international and that the fact that DigiByte is so well spread across the world, it's definitely going to be an interesting variable moving forward. There's always talk about the possibility of seeing a lot of these cryptocurrencies that have these strong communities that are built around them, and I'd say the vocal aspects of the DigiByte community have really come full circle here, because I was looking at this news article and it just talks about these different possibilities for seeing DigiByte lifted. Basically, I think that it would be good. I think it would. I would argue that DigiByte would be a very interesting crypto to have on there. But I mean, that's just my take on the subject. But you know, all that being said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. You know, make sure that you follow us on Twitter, and of course subscribe to us on YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.